Hey, my name's Stacey. I'm here today to give you a bit of an intro into how the industry is structured, and I want you to understand what happens when you do your job properly and how many people that influences. And by understanding that, you can really promote yourself quite fast. So we're going to start with the client. Now at the top, you've got the client. Inside the client, the client can be Coca-Cola, Toyota, Vodafone, Arnott's, Master Foods, whatever it might be. They're going to have board of directors. They're going to have a marketing division. And sometimes inside there they've got an experiential component as well. So sometimes if the company is big enough, they'll not just have a marketing division, they'll actually have an experiential marketing component. And then marketing budget, their advertising budget, they're going to have a certain allocation to certain things. They might have a TV component, they might have billboards component, they might have radio, who knows, I mean social media, that's not my specialty, but in here they're going to have experiential marketing. So this is going to be a certain piece of that budget, the marketing budget, allocated to experiential. And these guys are looking after it, probably a division of that. So they're going to say, okay, so we've got $1 million, we want to promote the new Volkswagen, we want to launch this new Samsung handset, we want to launch this new muesli bar or a can of beans, whatever it might be. So they say, okay, let's go to a cool marketing company and get them to design something that's going to interact and demonstrate the features and benefits of this new product. So they go to a marketing company. Now the marketing company is going to come up with a funky, cool way to interact with consumers, and they're going to demonstrate the features and benefits through some kind of outside experiential marketing campaign. They're typically, once again, going to have a board of directors, they're going to have an account director who liaises with these people, an account manager who oversees the campaign, and an account coordinator who takes care of logistics, maybe books the trucks or gets the vehicle wrapped, or orders all the stock and gets the permits and the locations all sorted out with the City of Sydney and Westfield and that sort of stuff. The coordinators are often contractors. Sometimes they're on a short-term sort of contract just for that campaign, and they tend to be freelance and float between different marketing companies. The marketing company is going to decide how many staff they need, and once they've figured out what the structure of the campaign is, they'll put it out to tender, and a promo agency is going to win the promo. Sometimes they have a fixed relationship with a particular promo agency, but quite often the job will go out to the market and people will bid on how they can service that particular need. In the promo agency, you've typically got an owner, an account, maybe a manager, an account coordinator, and a staffing manager. So inside the promo agency, the owner, an account manager, an account coordinator, and a staffing manager. Then of course, after the promo agency, you've got the supervisor, or the infield manager, and then you've got people like you and me out here doing the fun promos. So we're the ones handing out the beans, the muesli bars, demonstrating the car, or showing off the features and benefits of the handset. Now, the way, sometimes these two agencies, these two components can be tied together. I've had a few examples in Sydney or in Australia with, say, Maverick and Maverick Guns, Urban Media and Active Nation, I think it's called. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Traffic and Quick Strike. Sometimes they're tied together, but usually they're separate businesses. But quite often these are just being independent promo agencies. Sometimes they're very big, and sometimes they're kind of small, a bit of like a startup or a bootstrings, I think they call it. Anyway, so out on the field, if you're a promo person and if you're good at your job, this is how you can be amazing. So Bob comes up. Bob's a consumer. We call Bob a consumer. Now, he comes up to, let's say this is Janet. Janet, the promo girl, is talking with Bob. Now, Bob is saying, I really like this new muesli bar that you're launching because I love the Australian colours on the logo, on the wrap-up. I love the fact it's got honey. I think honey's really healthy and a good ingredient for muesli bars. Talking about Volkswagens, I love the leather seats. I love that Volkswagen's always been in my family, so I feel like I should buy it because my family's always loved Volkswagens. Whatever it might be. So if Janet's good at her job, she's going to have a little piece of paper maybe, or a photographic memory in her pocket, and she's going to say, Australian logo, Australian colours, honey, leather seats, whatever it might be. And she's going to write that stuff down, because that's what these guys are spending $1 million to get. They're not spending $1 million so they can give away 500,000 music bars. No, they're giving away 500,000 music bars so they can find out about the Aussie colours, so they can find out about the honey, they can find out those sentences. You may have been on a campaign and you're out and doing promo, and there's like 4 promo stuff, and there's 800,000 suits standing around watching everything you do. Why are they doing that? Because they're fascinated with what Bob has to say. They spent $1 million to find out what Bob has to say. And they don't get to see that. They're sitting in some office up here. They don't know what's happening. They don't know what the customer says. So they're paying a lot of money with all of this drama to find out what Bob is saying. Now typically, I've done promos for well over a decade, and I've been a supervisor most of the time. Typically, staff get to the end of the campaign, and I give them a piece of paper to fill out that we call a report form. Usually, they're like, man, screw this, I'm going to the pub. And they write down, it was good, it was fun, they liked the muesli. Or some stupid thing like that. If Janet's good at her job, she's going to fill in some really quality information. Right? If she puts in some really quality stuff in that feedback form, it goes to the supervisor. He looks good, he or she looks good. The agency looks good, and all of these people get a gold star because Janet wrote it down properly. They pass it on to the marketing company. They look good, they look good, they look good. Everybody's happy with the promo agency, and they're happy with the staff. They're certainly happy with Janet. And then that gets passed on to the client. And then the client is like, hey man, these guys are great. This experiential marketing, we're getting really good usable data. And the board of directors hear about it, and next year, the board of directors are like, you know what, experiential marketing seems to be working a lot better. So they go over here and they say, let's give it a bigger piece of the pie. Why is that going to happen? That's going to happen because you fill out your feedback form properly. If you do that, we're all going to benefit in the long run. If you've been around for more than a year, you've probably heard this kind of conversation in the field. The pay rate is 25, it is 25 an hour, and it's been 25 an hour for over 10 years, much longer. The reason it stayed there is because we don't get better at that. If we get better at that, this gets taken care of, because that gets bigger. And then when there's more money flowing through here, if you're a superstar, you can up your pay rate quite easily. In the UK, you can nominate your own daily pay rate. We don't have that here because we don't have enough people doing this properly. Take care of that, the rest is taken care of. Okay? So if we all want to win, just think about it, write down some stuff, have a piece of paper in your back pocket, record some real data, take it seriously, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 divisions, maybe 10 people, but up here we're talking maybe 100 people sitting in a boardroom reading the sentence that Janet wrote down and then changing their product branding because of what Janet wrote down. Because if they get that from enough different people, that's how they make decisions with their brand. That's it, that's how the industry works. If you want to make more money, do that properly. End of story. My name's Stacey. I hope you got something out of that. If you've got any feedback, please let me know. If you like it or hate me, let me know so I can do this better, because that's what it's all about. Have an awesome day, and ciao.